streets, you know what time it is. Latch off the door, it's on the floor. We finna get into it today, you know what I'm saying? If you support the culture, if you about this legal trapping, man, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, man. We finna get into it. We gotta talk about ESTG. Now, first, let me send my condolences to ESTG. EST Beach and his family, the whole EST movement, because you know what I'm saying, I know this hit home for a lot of people that come from that way, especially after a night like they had in Kentucky in their hometown of Louisville, which seemed to be like the biggest win for hip-hop in Louisville as a whole, because ESTG, let's just be honest, is the biggest thing that Louisville has. Now, don't forget, Louisville ain't the type of place that we talk about all the time, nor is it the type of place that we mention when we always talk about hip-hop culture and the streets and the trenches. But don't think that Kentucky don't carry the same environment that all the rest of these cities and states carry, because it do. And secondly, can we please not go the conspiracy theory route and say he got his homie took up out of here so he can progress a little further in the hip-hop industry, because I'm sick of that narrative when it come to us and coming from the streets, because the streets take us way more than Hollywood do. Not to mention, mostly everybody in EST, including ESTG, come from the streets. So what come with the streets? Negativity. If you participated for real, hatred, jealousy, animosity, your ops ain't never gonna want to see you win. And when they had this performance at Summer Jam, ESTG brought everybody out, Future and a whole bunch of other people, but the city was out, the streets was out. If you thought the steppers wasn't lurking, if you thought the robbers wasn't out, if you thought the goons didn't have a hoodie on and they Pooh Shiesty on, that same night, as well as they enemies out somewhere in the streets because they knew EST was in town. And even though the city was full of all the flashy, all the cars was out, the women was dressed in their best attire, the city was out, EST was putting on for Louisville, EST was putting on for Kentucky. ESTG ops, EST Beach, EST as a whole, they ops, they enemies, the robbers in Louisville, niggas that's broke, that need something, a come up, they was out too, because they knew EST was out. So we blinded by all the lights and everything that we saw. But at the same time, EST Beach didn't know this was going to be his last night, man. Rest in peace, EST Beach, man. Y'all making me think y'all forgot. In this same very city, the same backyard that they from, ESTG got clapped up like he was 50 Cent and survived and went on to be successful. But that's also another example of how dangerous Louisville is, how important it was for EST trying to be a rapper to get up out of there. EST Beach been right alongside with ESTG because that's his manager as well as his best friend, his people. EST Beach wasn't just somebody from Louisville, whether he participated or didn't participate, whether he was with a movement that had some enemies or not. This was also somebody that was making a change in his area. Redemption. He was also a devoted football coach. Everybody ain't outside trying to make a change, however they make the change. Beach was trying to make the change, however he had to make the change. And you wonder why a street nigga be stressed, wearing it on his shoulders, can't vent to nobody, popping peas like they Skittles. You feel what I'm saying? Because you pouring your pain into something else. And we know through seeing ESTG tell and rap his story that he done been through some stuff. And this just add to it. Because not only did you lose somebody from your movement, you lost one of the closest people in your movement to you. Not only just somebody that's super close to you, he helped you navigate your career. So how can you knock ESTG if he wearing it on his shoulder right now? Can't focus, can't function. Really want to go outside and walk something down, get back however it gotta go, versus go out here and be a rapper, travel and get on this stage knowing that's how you get your money. A piece of you gone because of your homie gone. Nigga, last time I checked, a new song didn't make no nigga feel better that lost one of his loved ones. So you'll sit here and tell me a nigga gonna wanna go rap? We talking about a nigga wanting to go rap when you really going through something? That's the problem. When we going through something and don't know how to deal with it, ain't nobody there for us. Let me ask you this though. Every one of y'all watching this video, make sure y'all hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. You know exactly where you at. It's time for that coach for the streets. Can you lose somebody that you care about, that you really got a bond with? And when you lose them, not care? Because if you can, ain't nothing about you human. Culture for the streets, simple as that. We not gonna sit up here and trash nobody that lost to the street. We ain't gonna get up here and glorify violence. None of that. Man, condolences to EST Beach and his family. The whole EST movement, man. Louisville, man. The whole nine. Because at the end of the day, man, I'm gonna scream justice for EST Beach before I get on here and scream somebody need to go out there and smush something over him. You know what I mean? Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel, man. Prayers to everybody we done lost, man. It's time for that coaching for the streets, man. I'm out of here.